Well, hi guys, welcome back to this channel. I am back on your screen. Yes, ma'am. My lips are finally fully healed. All the plumping lip gloss that I could find in this house has been thrown away. I will not make that mistake again. I will be making sure I'm reading. It's nice to have my lips back. It's nice for them not to be so dry and chapped and peeling and cracking and just an open scar on your freaking lips. It's good to be back. I got my hair re-dyed. Yes. We got some decor in the background. Hello. So, like I was saying on my last video, you guys have been very responsive to, me doing other videos outside of ratchet reality, especially like baddies is a staple here. But after a while, my mind, that was getting on my nerves. So I needed a break. So thank you for everybody who watched my spoken essay over Beyonce's halftime show performance. If you have not watched that video, check it out. And then you guys were checking out the Rupaul Drag Race. So I was like, hey, let's go ahead and give you episode 2, Drag Queens Got Talent Part 2. So let's get into the thing. The show opens up with the girls coming back from the main stage into the workroom, and s17e2 is on cloud 9 because not only was she rated top 2 Queen of the Week, but she also won the lip sync battle, which put $5,000 in her pocket. Now, Jules is feeling some type of way because she feel like, oh, baby, how did you outdo me on a lip sync? I know I'm a great lip syncer. Now, I wouldn't say you run it the best, but you damn sure had me a little more entertained than Susie. But to each your own, like I said, I think Rue picked Susie because I think overall he liked Susie's whole performance and runway better than yours. And I don't really know why. Pomona asked Acacia how she feels about being in the bottom 2. And Acacia, she feeling some type of way because she was like, listen, not only that I come up on this stage with an original song, but I also sung my song live. She said these queens need to be scared because I got a lot of built up frustration right now. And I'm about to take it out on y'all at this rate the queen. I was like, don't you be being salty, honey. If your shit wasn't great, it just was not great. The girls chat about the role switching this week, with the week 1 girls being able to critique the week 2 girls and rate them. And everyone is like, this might be the last time we are all in this room together because somebody's going home at the next judging. The next day, the girls are getting ready to get into drag for the runway in the second part of Drag Queens Got Talent. Now, Corey, he said this whole Rate the Queen shit is bootleg. The way you can rank high is that you gotta beg and barter for your votes. You seen them alliancing, huh? So he gonna try his luck first with Lydia because they already seem to have like a little budding relationship forming between the two of them. So he felt like she was a good person, slide up under before the voting. Anya asked Harmona what was her talent for going to be tonight, and Harmona said that she's doing stand-up comedy, and Anya is very skeptical. Stand-up is very hard, because baby, if you don't land none of your jokes, you're going to land yourself straight to the damn bottom. Acacia says after getting out of her feelings yesterday about the whole voting thing, she is playing this game strategically. She's going to put the queen that she feels that she can out lip sync in the bottom with her so that she has a better chance of staying. Now that's smart. We start to hear like these Scottish horns playing, and next thing we know, Lawrence Chauncey, who is the winner of season 2 RuPaul's Drag Race UK, comes out and lets the girls know that tonight's runway is called Is It Cake? And the twist to it is your booty must be out, showing them cakes. Now, Lucky speaks on this spark that he sees growing between him and Arietta. Now, you know, Arietta got a little thing for Lucky, but Lucky's like, I just call it like the artsy fartsy spark. So I'm not sure that's a romantic spark for him, or do you just find y'all creativity vibes real nice with each other? But don't play with my girl Arietta. I like her. So the first week queens, they are just being real shady in the workroom right now because they know they have all the power. And like Corey said, he said, I'm gonna play it nice right now until the voting's over with, and then baby, I'm getting back on shady boat because don't play with me. Sam speaks on being nervous to Lex. He says how the first country number didn't do well with the crowd, but he feels like because mine are more authentic, I think I'll win them over a little better. And Lex lets them know that her talent tonight is that she's gonna be roller skating. But she is a little nervous because she was like looking at that stage, it looks like glass. And I mean that stage is shiny as a fuck. And she's just recalling back to an old season of Rupaul Drag Race where the girls had to do the runway on roller skates and they was all slipping and sliding and falling. But to tell you the truth, Lex, I just don't think those girls could skate, period. Anyway, she says how she started skating when she was in middle school. And the girls are joking because Lex is 33 years old and she's the oldest one there. And it was like, oh, yeah, skating was so like the thing in the 80s. And I'm looking like the girl was 33. That girl wasn't even thought about in the 80s. Y'all trying to be funny. Arietta is talking about how she's so nervous for Auntie, talking about Lex now because she old and doing roller skating. Yo, that's really not that damn old. Like, especially if you somebody who keep up with yourself, like people be in their 30s and still be roller skating and like it's roll bounce around here. Joella asks Acacia what is her strategy today when it comes to the voting. And she lets her know, like, hey, listen, I want to be fair, but the person that I think I can beat in this lip sync, they're going in the bottom because, baby, I don't plan on going home. So her whole thing was that she was going to vote for Lex to be in the bottom because she felt like she had a better chance lip syncing against Lex. But Joella told her, oh, no, I wouldn't pick no Lex because Lex is very high energy in her performances and girl can get down. So don't choose her. So hearing this little tidbit of information, Acacia's like, let me walk around this workroom and find out what is each girl's talent so I have a better chance. So she goes up there to Hamona trying to ask her, oh, what type of queen do you consider yourself as? Do you see yourself as a dancing queen, a campy queen? Like, which one are you? Hamona saw right through that bullshit. Talking about what you over here asking me all that for you to figure out if you should put me in the bottle? Because I find it very funny that you want to know what I'm very good at or what my drag is categorized as because we about to do all this voting. And she said, and just to put a little bug in your ear, I know somebody that know Dolly Parton. So if you wanna, one day work with her, which I can make happen for you, I'll vote differently. Okay, she don't believe Hamona. Hamona look like she lying. Baby, you don't know. You do not have that close a proximity to Dolly Parton. Bitch, don't play with me. So Lucky asked Anya, did she know any of the girls who got casted for the show before she got here? And Anya was like, no, she didn't know anybody and she really didn't care to know anybody. She was like how she started doing drag at 27, so she's very late to the game. And she's a little wet behind the ears when it comes to the whole gay culture. She tells them how it's hard for her to open up to people and she don't make friends easily, so she don't have a drag community back home. And she wasn't sure if she was really going to be able to fit in here. She was like, growing up, I was always too black for the white kids, but too white for the black kids. So I just didn't know how things was going to work out for me. And I can understand that. Like, even though her drag is like very black culture, I'm with somebody who is dwelled into black culture. Like, I love it. I love learning about my history. I love hearing about prominent figures, especially ones that we don't particularly hear a lot about that the schools taught us. But people would tell me all the time, like, girl, you not really all that black. Like, you black, but you not black, black. And I'll be like, what the fuck that supposed to mean? Because I truly feel like I am. So somebody asked Acacia who would she want to lip sync against? And Acacia feeling like, okay, they asking me this question because I could probably sway their votes my way. She let it be known that she would like to lip sync against Harmona. Now, Harmona, it was like, okay, but if you do that, then you're going against the will of RuPaul because he's the one who hand selected me to be here. But the girls let her know, like, baby, Rue ain't in charge this week. We are. So, get to knowing that we're not taking into consideration that he handpicked you to be here. Lana says that she feels that Harmona is such a cunt. She was like, I don't know if it's her accent that's making whatever she says very offensive. It is kind of like she got like this little snarky, I'm better than you type attitude at times. And Sam feels that once RuPaul sees how annoying Harmona is, he gonna regret for even bringing you here. So now it's time for the main stage. So let's meet our judges for the week. First up is Michelle Visage. She is here again. Like I say, she's a staple to the show. Next is T.S. Madison. Y'all don't know her. She's pretty popular on YouTube. She even had a chance to have her own show on WeTV. And then, last but not least, our guest judge is Doechii. Y'all know her as a rap artist. She be starting to gain a lot of traction in 2024, and I feel like 2025 is going to be an amazing year for her also. He tells them that tonight's runway is it Cake and that we will be doing part 2 of Drag Queens Got Talent. So first one up on the runway is Sam Starr, who came out in her dress. It looked like a cake in the front. And then when you turn around, it looks like, you know, when you cut the cake in half or you can like slice it, it looks like that. And then it exposes her butt. I thought it was cute. It was based off of a Moschino line that happened at one time where the dresses looked like cake. I liked it. Anya Nerve is dressed in this trumpet dress with a corset, and it was a peach color. It was giving Georgia peach. And when she moved the leaf, it exposed her booty. Now, the dress just kind of gave me early prom, like in the early 2000s, before we had to spend all this money on prom dresses. You used to go down to the Macy's and get you a nice little dress. That's what it was giving. So I was like, it's not all that great. Crystal Envy is dressed as a muscle bound 10 little girl. And then she had on the swimsuit, and then she had like this doll that was biting at the swimsuit and it exposed her booty a little bit. Creative and very different. I don't think nobody would have thought of that. Corey King came out in Monet Exchange Work the World costume, and when she spun around, she removed the skirt and it showed her in the bodysuit with her nice, shapely booty. Now, I don't know if that's her body per se or is, the padding, but I will say it looks amazing. Only thing I did not like was the outfit because, I mean, we already saw it. Like, we literally already saw this outfit. And I felt like you didn't upgrade it, you didn't alter it any. You just literally came out in the same exact outfit. Like, she could be an inspiration, but you got to give us more. Lexi Love came with a holographic look. It had like a TV head or whatever over her face. I didn't correlate how that got anything to do with your booty being out. But okay. Hamona comes out in a Marie Antoinette look, and oh my goodness, Michelle was not feeling that at all. Y'all know how she feel about outfits that is well played and overdue, and Marie Antoinette has graced this stage multiple times. But when she turned around, her booty being exposed was two little cupcakes, so I thought that was different that we didn't see your bare ass. Lana Del Rey, she came out in this leopard print dress, and when she turned around, the dress was laced up, but it was like not fully like closed, and so you saw her booty, and turned out that is her real butt. And I was like, girl, we would not thought that you had ass behind you from the front. But it looked good. And I did like that dress. I feel like I would wear that, you minus my booty being out. That's a little too much. Acacia came out in some kind of, I guess, maid outfit. Like it was like from the Victorian times. Like, is she a milkmaid or something? I don't know. My only thing with Acacia was, baby, you knew that the outfit was gonna have your booty exposed. So can you please tell me why you ain't shade your bare ass? Why is your ass hairy? Not only was her ass hairy, but her legs was hairy. And that just threw me for a loop because bitch, you a drag queen. Ain't you mostly in dresses all the time? I ain't like that. Arietta was given a chrome alien. It was alright. Jules gave this Puerto Rican / Cuban flag pantsuit. It gave me Evil Knievel. It gave me what's the man name? Elvis Presley. And of course it had the booty out, so it was also giving me a little bit of Prince. But okay. So Joella, she comes out as Marie Antoinette. And you know Michelle wasn't feeling that. The front of the hair was giving the Victorian curl updo. But in the back, it was giving nappy red wig. So I wasn't sure what was going on with the hair. So I guess when it had something to incorporate with the fact that when she turned around, her bare butt had two red like hand slaps on it, and she had the S&M whip with her. So I guess that was your edgy hair in the back. Girl, all right. But the next person who came out was Lucky Stars, and she came out as a purple sponge. And it looked like a sudsy sponge. Like she was a sponge. She was purple. It had the bubbles all over it. Then when she turned around, the sponge was her booty was a sponge. That was cute. And I also liked the face. Like her face looked very glamorous for her to be a sponge. But I liked it. Lydia came out in this red ruched dress, and I was trying to think if she's giving another ode to Beetlejuice, the wedding scene with Lydia, but then she turned around and her butt had spikes on it. So I wasn't sure where the concept for the dress came from. But all in all, I did kind of like that dress. Susie came out in this Victorian dress. She drinks this love potion that's supposed to make the guy fall in love with her, but she picked up the wrong one. So when she drank it, it turned her into a donkey, aka an ass. And I liked that. It was different. And if I had to choose of my favorite concept from this, my favorite look, I would have picked hers. Just because that was really thinking outside the box. Now it's time for the talent show, and first up is Sam Starr. She's giving her country number, lip syncing to it. It was cute. The outfit was cute, but she was giving you very stereotypical country. The yeehaw, the gun pointing with your fingers. It was just okay. Like the judges was living for it, but Lydia was not. She said, baby, I'm the judge this week and I ain't feeling it. Next up was Anya Nerve, who did another lip sync song. It was cute. It was like in, out, in, and out. It had like a little two step to it. And, Everybody caught on too. It was a nice legit. Crystal Envy, she did a lip sync. Now, hers was very upbeat. She's very high energy performer, gave a lot of tricks. The only thing that I did not like about her talent show was the appearance. The wig was halfway down her forehead. Push it back. Also, the dress reveal, she should have thought of something better to cover up the next outfit underneath, because before you were starting to reveal the next one, I already saw it. So I already knew what you were about to do. Hamona came out doing stand up. Hamona, no ma'am. Baby, you going in the bottom. You was not funny. Not one of those jokes landed. Not one. I felt bad for Hamona for a little bit. Cause I just knew she didn't even slip and slide her way down there. She just straight dropped to the bottom. Corey, he was like how he don't even know what Harmona said her talent was, but it must be making time stand still, because this was the longest minute I ever sat through. And I ain't gonna lie, I was sure looking like, ooh, baby, they need to go ahead and ring the buzzer on her and let her know, listen, you got 5 more seconds. Corey did a lip sync. She took off the skirt. It revealed the bodysuit, which I was like, you kind of already did that on the runway, so you should have gave us a little something different. As for the song, I it was cute. For the performance, I was expecting more. I don't know why I thought that Corey was going to be a dancing queen and would probably gave us some stunts, a split or something, but she did give us a death drop. So we're going to have to take that for what it's worth. Lana comes out with a cardboard cutout of Lux London, because you know that's her drag mom, and she was doing the opening part of the song with the cardboard. Then she tossed it and she do her part of the song. I don't really remember her song, and I really don't remember her performance like that. She did give us a split and she gave us a death drop, but I also expected more out of her too. Now Lexi hit that stage with them roller skates on. I mean, baby, skating all around this damn thing. Then next thing I know, in the midst of her lip syncing, she did a backflip, not backflip, but a cartwheel into a split. Did rolled and did another split, and another split, and another split. And I was like, bitch, done told this stage up. So I already knew she was gonna be in the top because she was the most like entertaining one out of all of them. Rue lets the girls know after the talent show that once again you will not be hearing any critiques from the judges because we are doing Rate the Queen. So you guys may sit in the back while the voting is happening, and for the judges, they're gonna be chit-chatting among themselves. So let's hear what the judges have to say about each girl. When it came to Sam Star, Michelle and Rue loved the performance, though she felt like she was a star, and TS loved the runway look. The runway look I did like. As far as the performance, I could care less about. So when it came to Anya, TS loved the runway look, and Michelle, Rue, and Doechii agreed that the song that she sung was a hit. Like, it's something that I could see myself downloading. Crystal Envy. Doechii liked the runway. TS loved the little dog factor with the little dog pulling on the bottom bathing suit part. And Michelle liked the song and the performance. When it came to Corey King, Michelle felt she did not give cake, but Rue was impressed by the color pantyhose. And for all you young hoes who don't know what some pantyhose is, those are your stockings. And you're supposed to buy in the color that best matches your skin tone. And we used to have to wear them to church because you had to be modest. Okay? Y'all don't know nothing about that because y'all go to church and whatever. Y'all see they would just had to drag Jada Cheese all on the damn internet because the girl went to church in the middle mini skirt. And she was like, well, at least I went to church. Yeah, but bitch, when you go in the Lord's house, you got to dress appropriately. Doechii felt that the performance made up for the runway look. I feel like both was a flop. And that's just on me in my oversized hoodie that I'm in right now. Hamona. Michelle says that, Rue, you need to tell these girls to do not come back on this show and a Marie Antoinette look. Like, the shit is dead. It's over with. It's played. It's overdone. And T.S. Madison could not agree more. Michelle also did not like the stand-up, though she felt like, the jokes had real life stuff in it. It just did not land as a joke. And she wished she would have worked more on that. And Michelle was like, Rue, I heard you giving a chuckle or two, but I feel like you was just trying to be nice. And we all know Rue be laughing at every damn thing. Shit don't even be fucking funny, but Rue is about to fall out his damn chair laughing because he's silly as a fuck. So I knew she wasn't funny because Rue didn't even laugh. When it comes to Lana Del Rey, Doechii was surprised by the dress. And she liked that it didn't give too much. It gave us just enough cheeks. And Michelle feels like Lana doesn't have the same stage presence as her drag mom, Lux London. And I do agree with that because Lux, when she was on the show, she commanded that stage. If it was the runway look or her performances, her lip syncing, she owned that stage. So hopefully it's just like the first week jitters that Lana is feeling and she's going to come into her own in the competition because I definitely don't think she was the bottom. When it came to Lexi, Michelle liked her runway outfit and liked that her talent was roller skating. Though she felt like it took a lot of control for her to be able to be on roller skating, lip syncing, and doing all those tricks, all them splits back to back. And Rue points out to everybody that Lex is 33 years old, making her the oldest one in the competition. And she was like, Lux is very pretty to look at. She always giving us a look. So it was nice to see that she has more to her than just her appearance. Now let's get to the Rate the Queens because we got to see what these shady girls are doing in the back. Arietta put Lana as number 1 because of the alliance. We knew that was going to happen. Susie put Lex at number 1. Jules put Sam at number 1 because they're part of the same drag family and she didn't want to see her auntie go home too soon. She put Anya in 6th place because that dress was not given. And she put Hamona in 7th place because she just was not funny. Now, Lucky put Crystal in 2nd place, Anya in 5th place, and Corey in 7th place because he felt like her performance and her runway was boring. I could agree with that. Joella put Lexi in 2nd and Sam in 6th place. Acacia put Sam in 3rd place, Corey King in 6th place, and Harmona in 7th because we already know he was going to put her down there because he felt like he could beat her in a lip sync. And Lydia put Sam in 7 because he just felt like that shit was boring. Now back on the main stage, Rue calls Lexi and Crystal up first because they are the top 2 queens of the week. He sends the rest of the girls to the back because now it's time for these girls to lip sync to Doechii's alter ego to see who's going to be the top queen of the week. Now this was the lip sync I've been looking for. The song is a lot of attitude and these girls portray that perfectly on the stage. They pretty much sold the song to me. Like, it made me want to go listen to this song some more. They doing tricks and all kind of stuff on the stage. But see, while they was both really performing at a high level, I feel like Lexi, put the cherry on top when she did the breakdown session and she was still giving sexy and she was giving us tricks and all that. I was like, oh yeah. Lexi is somebody to be worried about in this competition when it comes to the lip syncing. Rue does crown Lex as the winner, and she's so emotional and happy to think like, oh my god, it took me 33 years to get here and I become like the top queen of the week, and everybody's cheering for me and they actually are happy for me. And so I was happy for her. And of course she went home with $5,000 for the night. So it's time for us to bring the remaining girls back on stage. Anya is so nervous because she feels like the voting was based more off of friendship than it was talent, but I don't think so. Like, the way the girls were voting, I pretty much felt the same way how they was placing the girls, except for like two of them because they would have their little alliances going on. The majority of them did go off of what we saw on stage tonight. Rue ends up calling Sam, Anya, Corey, and Lana to step forward, and he lets them know that they are safe, which puts Hamona in the bottom, and she's having to lip sync against Accia, which Accia is happy about because that's what I wanted to do anyway. But Hamona feeling some type of way because she's like, listen, I did stand up. And I felt like they should have took that in consideration because that takes a real talent. Yeah, but you have to be good at it. It do take a lot of talent to do stand-up comedy, but you can't just say, oh, I did stand-up, so I feel like you guys should give me the vote because I did that. And that take a real talent, because so do singing. And you can't get up here and say your talent is singing and you can't carry a tune. You were not funny, so you're in the bottom. They lip sync to Ariana Grande's Yes and they both are giving like sex appeal, a little glamour. Then next thing I know, Accia exposes them hairy booty cheeks again and pulls the makeup brush out her booty. And this made the judges go wild, but I was looking like, ugh, that's nasty. And cover up them hairy cheeks. Rue lets Accia knows that she was the winner and will be staying this week. Then she turns to Hamona and was like, are you feeling lucky? And Hamona was like, always. So Rue lets her know that she has another chance to badonkadonk her way back into the competition. So everybody looking like, what the fuck is a badonkadonk? And Corey is not feeling the idea of this girl having a second chance to get her way back into the competition. So Rue lets them know all we need right now is a virgin. And guess who pops up? Michelle Visage. And she's like on like, do you know the dunking booth that you have at like fairs and stuff, and you throw the ball and you hit the target and the person drops down into the water? Well, that's what she on. And we have these levers set up in front of Hamona, and it's 10 levers. And 2 of the levers will dunk Michelle into the water. If you choose correctly and she dunks into the water, then you get to stay. But if you choose wrong, you're going home. So Hamona, she is, thinking in her head like, do these numbers mean something? I mean, is it one because I was the first girl to ever get handpicked by Rue to come here? Or, just feeling on the thing, she licking all on the levers to see which one is giving off what vibrations. And I was like, girl, you don't know where that thing been. And you licking all on it. Now, what if you get sick with your nasty ass? But let me shut my mouth because the one she licked on and pulled, that was the one that dunked Michelle Visage. She got that off the first try. And Harmona is happy, baby, that she gets to live another day. And not only that, but she wins a trip to Las Vegas because now the new losers are the new winners. And I was like, Rue, this shit ain't even right. And Acacia ain't feeling this shit because she was like, all this hard work I put into to try to figure out who to put in the bottle and the bitch still gets to stay? What the fuck is that? Well, guys, that's the end of review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, bye, guys.